my channel Hans Commerce Tutorial for the lectures on commerce, accounts, finance and management. My suggestion to you, before watching the video, please go to the description below my video. You'll find a link there. Take a printout of the problems given in the link and keep it ready before watching the video so that you can be able to understand the problem, the solution and the explanation to get the maximum benefit from the lectures. Thank you. Come on, we'll start the 28th problem. Up to 27th we have completed in the previous session. R Limited is having the following capital structure. 2 lakh equity shares, rupees 40 lakh. So what is the face value per share? We can easily calculate. 40 lakh rupees total equity share capital, number of equity shares 2 lakh. Then reserves 20 lakh, 15% debentures 30 lakh, 14% long term loan 10 lakh. The total capital employed is 1 crore. During the last 5 years, the company has paid equity dividend of 20%, and in future it is expected to grow at 5%. Compute the WACC based on existing capital structure. So we have to calculate WACC. But for calculating WACC, first we need the specific cost. Tax rate is not given in the problem. So 28th the problem. Working notes. Calculation of specific costs. First one, cost of equity, K. The face value of equity share is equal to total equity share capital is rupees 40 lakh and number of equity shares are 2 lakh. That is equal to rupees 5 zeros gets cancelled, rupees 20. Face value is rupees 20. We assume the market value of share as same, that is rupees 20. Now dividend, it is given that the company has paid equity dividend of 20% and in future it is expected to grow at 5%. So dividend per share is equal to rate of dividend plus growth rate. We can directly take the dividend rate is 20%, growth rate is equal to 5%. Therefore, KE is equal to 25%. The cost of retained earnings can also be taken as 25%. KR is equal to 25%. Now, it is assumed the tax rate as 50%. We assume the tax rate as 50%. It is not given in the problem. That's why we have made the assumption. Now, debentures. Cost of debt, KD. 15% debentures. So KD after tax is equal to KD before tax into 1 minus T. So 15 into 1 minus 0.5 is equal to 7.5%. Similarly, 14%. 14% long-term loan. KD after tax is equal to KD before tax into 1 minus T. That is 14 into 1 minus 0.5, that is equal to 7%. That's it. Now we can compute the WACC. Computation of WACC. Type of capital and amount, specific cost, total cost. Same number of columns. First one is equity shares. Second, reserves. Third one, debentures. Last one, long-term loan. Amounts are given 40 lakh. Here amount is given 20 lakhs. Next one 30 lakhs. And long-term loan is 10 lakh. Come on, so 50, 60, 1 crore. Total capital employed is 1 crore. Now specific cost. For equity, the cost of capital is 25%. Reserves 25%. Debentures 7.5%. This is 7%. Now we make the calculations. 40 lakh into 25%, 10 lakhs. Similarly, 20 lakhs into 25%, 5 lakh. Then 30 lakhs into 7.5%, 2 lakh 25,000. Lastly, 10 lakhs into 7%, 70,000. 2 lakh 20 plus 5 lakh plus 10 lakhs. It is 17 lakh 95,000. 17 lakh 95,000. WACC is equal to 17 lakh 95,000 divided by 1 crore. 17.95%. That's it. This is the WACC, weighted average cost of capital. Now, see the next problem. Problem number 29. Mahindra Steels Limited has the following capital structure. 2 lakh equity shares of 10 per share, 20 lakh. And retained earnings are 10 lakh, 15% debenture of 100 each, 15 lakh, 12% preference share of 10 each, 5 lakh. Determine the WACC of the company based on the existing capital structure. The market price of the company's equity share is 40 rupees and the company is paying a dividend of 4 rupees per share in the next year. And the dividends are expected to grow at 8%. Tax rate is 35%. So here we have to compute both specific cost as well as WACC. Now, cost of equity. First we will calculate, this is 29th problem. Cost of equity. KE is equal to D by P into 100 plus G. Dividend. The dividend per share is given in the problem as 4 rupees. Then market price of the share is 40 rupees into 100 plus growth rate. Growth rate in the dividend is 8%. So 4 ones are 4, 10%. 10 plus 8 is equal to 18%. KE is equal to 18%. We got. Now, retained earnings. KR is also equal to KE, that is 18%, assuming no flotation cost. In equity. Over. So first we have completed cost of equity and cost of retained earning. Now 15% debenture. Rate of tax. Rate of tax is given as 35%. T is equal to 0.35. KD after tax is equal to KD before tax into 1 minus T. That is equal to 15 into 1 minus 0.35. So 15 into 0.65. 9.75%. This is the KD after tax for 15% debentures. Similarly, third, 12% preference shares. Therefore, KP is equal to 12%, 0.12. That's it. Over. Now we can calculate the WSCC. Already table is prepared. Type of capital. Type of capital, equity. Equity is given in the problem 20 lakhs. Then retained earnings. Retained earnings are 10 lakhs. Then we have 15% debentures and last 12% preference shares. Right? So 15% debentures are 15 lakh. Then 12% debentures are 5 lakh. Now KE we have calculated 18%. This is 18%. Debentures 9.75%. And this is 12%. Now we calculate 20 lakhs into 18%, 3,60,000. Similarly, 10 lakh into 18%, 1,80,000. Similarly, 15 lakh into 9.75%, 1,46,250. 5 lakh into 12%, 60,000. Plus 1,46,250 plus 1,80,000 plus 3,60,000. 7,46,250. And this total 20, 30, 40, 50 lakhs. So 7,46,250 divided by 50 lakhs. Into 100. 7,46,250 divided by 50 lakhs into 100. 14.5 14.925%. This is the WACC. 14.925%. See the next 30, problem number 38. XYZ Limited is in a tax bracket of 33%. Tax 33%. From the following specific instruments, you are required to find the after-tax cost of capital. First one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points are given. In each case, we have to find out what is the post-tax cost of capital. Post-tax cost of capital. Now, first one. The face value of perpetual bond, cost of debt. The face value of the perpetual bond is 1000. If it carries a coupon of 9%, find the post-tax cost of debt. So KD after tax is equal to I by NP into 1 minus T into 100. This is the formula. I is equal to interest. What is the rate of coupon rate of interest? 9%. 9% of rupees 1000. 90 rupees. NP, net proceeds on issue is 1000. There are no flotation cost. T, tax rate is 33%. So KD after tax is equal to 90 divided by 1000 into 1 minus 0.33 into 100. So 90 into 0.67 into 100 divided by 1000. It comes to 6.03. Over first bit completed. It is asking you to calculate the KD, specific cost. So 6.03 is the KD. First question completed. Now second bit, it is asking you the par value of the bond is 1000. Second bit, the par value of the bond means again debentures, debt instrument. So again KD we have to calculate. The par value of the bond is 1000, the coupon is 10% and the company issued it at 945, net proceeds. The flotation cost incurred is 3% and the bond's life is 8 years, the redeemable bond. Find the after-tax cost of debt. Cost of debt, KD. Redeemable bond. So KD after tax is equal to I plus P minus NP by N divided by P plus NP divided by 2 into 1 minus T into 100. I is equal to, what is the interest? How much is the interest? 10% of 1000. 100. P is equal to amount payable on redemption. Amount payable on redemption. If nothing is given, we assume it as face value. Rupees 1000. NP, net proceeds on issue. It is given in the problem that the company is issued 945. 945 minus 3% of flotation cost. So 3% of 1000. 945 issued at 945 minus 3%. 3% means 30 rupees is equal to 913 rupees. Net proceeds. N is equal to how many years? 8 years. Then T is equal to, the tax rate is 33%. Now we substitute KD after tax is equal to I is 100 plus P minus NP. 1000 minus 913 divided by 8 whole divided by 1000 plus 913 divided by 2 into 1 minus 0.33 into 100. Simply we are substituting all the values in the formula. So it will become 100 plus 1000 minus 913 divided by 8, 10.875 divided by 1000 plus 913 divided by 2, 500, 1000 plus 913 divided by 2, 956.5 into 0.67 into 100. 100 plus 10.875 into 0.67 into 100 divided by 956.5. It comes to 7.77. 7.77% is the cost of debt. Here, this is the second bit completed. Second bit completed. Now we'll come to the third bit. A preference share is sold for rupees 100 today and it is redeemed after 4 years. So redeemable preference shares. Third point. Cost of preference KP. Redeemable preference share. So KP is equal to DP plus P minus NP by N divided by P plus NP divided by 2 into 1 minus T into 100. This is the formula. DP is equal to preference dividend. A preference share is sold for rupees 100 today and it is redeemed after 4 years at rupees 118. The preference dividend is 11%. So 11% of rupees 100 is equal to rupees 11. And P is equal to amount payable on redemption is 118. NP, net proceeds on issue, sold at rupees 100. NP is 100. N is equal to how many years? 4 years. T is equal to 0.33. That's it. Find the cost of preference capital. So KP is equal to DP is 11 plus P is 118 minus 100 divided by 4 divided by 118 plus 100 divided by 2 into 1 minus 0.33 into 100. That is equal to 11 plus 118 minus 100 divided by 4. It comes to 4.5. Divided by 118 plus 100 divided by 2. 109 into 0.67 into 100. 11 plus 4.5 is equal to into 0.67 into 100 divided by 109. It comes to 9.53%. Third point we have completed. KP, third point we have calculated cost of preference capital. Cost of preference capital. Next, last one, fourth point. So this type of a problem also may appear in examinations. They will not ask you to calculate WSCC. They will give 4 or 5 points regarding the specific cost. So you have to remember the formula. Different formulas we have for KD, KP, KE. And that too, in KD we have before tax and after tax. Before tax and after tax. So KD will be redeemable and irredeemable. Similarly, preference shares may be redeemable or irredeemable. So accordingly, the formula will change. Last one, fourth point. Fourth point, equity. The equity share of a company are currently traded at 126. This is the market price. The latest dividend paid was rupees 11. D. If the dividend of the company are expected to grow at 7.5%, what would be the cost of equity? According to DP plus G approach, the KE will be D is equal to dividend per share is given in the problem. The latest dividend paid is rupees 11. P is equal to market price. The market price is given as 126 and G is equal to growth rate 7.5%. So K is equal to 11 divided by 126 into 100 plus 7.5. So KE is equal to 11 divided by 126 into 100 is equal to 8.73 plus 7.5, 16.23. The cost of equity capital is 16.23. That's it. Next, problem number 31. So here onwards, I am giving some problems as your homework. We are not going to do all. Already 30 problems we have done. So remaining problems, where you have to do it as for your practice. X Limited has the following capital structure on 31st March 2017. Equity share capital 20,000 equity share rupees 40 lakh. 16% preference share capital, 14% debenture total. The company pays dividend at 10%. So we can take KE as 10%. You are required to compute the WSEC based on the existing capital structure. So three forms of capitals are given: equity, preference and debentures. Company pays dividend at 10%, no other information is given. So directly we can take KE is equal to 10%. You are required to compute WSEC based on existing. Compute the new WSEC if the company raises an additional 20 lakh rupees debt issuing 15% debenture. So two times you have to calculate WSEC. First one, 31st problem. Calculation of WACC. Specific cost, total cost. Here costs are given: equity, preference